So I'll just do this quickly because I've got to go work. I wasn't going to do anything. Sandra Fecht. Right, she's talking about satanic abuse is real. Patient memories are not fake. Apparently, some experts are saying that people make up particular memories. Just struck me as funny. What if what she says is true, and there are people lying and saying that people have false memories? And then they go, well, we know people have false memories because look, there's all these people on the internet who think that the Mandela effect is real. They've all got false memories. Just me? Let's be careful, people, alright? Not everyone, alright? I do this all the time, and I keep speaking to my subscribers, I think, and I'm not speaking to my subscribers, alright? The ones that watch this, I'm not speaking to you. My frustrations are for all those members of my family that don't listen, that don't want to know. I know people now that hated Star Wars when I was a child and have grown up and now love Star Wars. I loved it as a child. I can't stand it anymore. And all those ones that hated it when I was little now love it. Off topic, apologise. I do get frustrated, alright? I do have some strange ideas. I don't know what to make of the Mandela effect, alright? I mean, I'm all up with that fucking Berenstein Bears bullshit. What if this is all part of it, yeah? With the Hampstead SRA case, there was a judge, Paula something or other. She come out and made a fucking YouTube video, excuse my language, and said, you know, satanic ritual abuse is not real, it's made up, people don't do it. Do you know what that says to me? That's a perfect fucking excuse for perverts and pedos to go out there and perform the satanic ritual abuse on the children, because then when the children go and tell people about it, who's going to believe them? Because it's not real. It's not real. It might not be real, but people acting up and pretending it's real is real. Do you understand? Truthstream Media had it on again yesterday, the CGI face swap where you've got George Bush, a fella, and the other George Bush, and whatever this bloke says transposes his face onto the new George Bush. And you've got the original George Bush saying what he's originally saying, with the new George Bush saying what this fella's saying. Do you understand? We've got to be so careful at the minute that we don't blindly jump on the bandwagon and go, yep, we know it all. We know exactly what's going on. Evolution's a lie. I know because someone told me so. Yeah? Satanic ritual abuse is not real because someone told me so. This is what I hear at the minute, yeah? Even to people saying, you know, the Mandela effect is real because I've seen a video on YouTube. That's all people have got. Alright? At the end of the day, that's all people have got. There's nothing we've got on here, any of us, that we can take into a court of law and win. Alright? If we did have, why hasn't someone done it yet? Why ain't those smart fellas that are into law like Issa Mahal come up with a fucking plan, excuse my language once again, to take a court case to the courts to sue someone about something? One thing. There ain't one rich person that we can prosecute with any information. There ain't one organisation we can prosecute with the information we've got so far. The disinformation exercise is almost complete. We know barely fuck all. And I feel we just have to maintain ourselves a little bit longer so that when it all does go, people have someone sensible to look to. You understand? Some people might lose their heads. Pun intended? We shall see. But even within the Flat Earth community, there are these opposing sides. You understand? I'm right. No, I'm right. I've got all the answers. No, I've got all the answers. I think we all need to stop and acknowledge that none of us have all of the answers at all. We all have our little encyclopedias. Everybody has a tatty old book. Everybody has, say, 100 pages each, but it's a 500-page book. Everybody has a different 100 pages. Some people have corresponding pages, and they go, oh look, I'll come up with the same idea he did. But I'm telling you, in total, we've only got 495 pages. There's 5 pages missing. Not much, but there's a little bit missing. Okay? There was that saying, okay, about this great big plan that was put out there, that only 1 in a million would be able to work it out. Is there 1 million flat earthers? Do we have our 1 in a million that has worked it out yet? TJ the Amazing Atheist has got 1 million subscribers. Do you reckon he's got one person that's worked it out? I don't know, but we must be careful. There's evidence, and there's hearsay, and there's proof, and there's opinion. And all of us, a lot of us, are getting it all confused. I agree with this lady, all right? I don't think that these people that have suffered abuse have fake memories. But I do think that abuse can create fake memories. Do you understand? And to just for her, she's sitting there saying, is expert saying, it's just not real. The abuse ain't real, these people just make it up. No. No one just makes shit up like that without a reason for making up shit like that. And generally, it's because of some form of abuse, whether it's mental or physical or some other type you can think of. This is where that scale thing comes in. What is traumatic for you is not traumatic for another person. You understand? And this is where the scale and the balance comes into all life, in that we must recognise within each other that no one is wholly anything. You understand? Everybody is a mishmash wave of emotions and ideas and thoughts, feelings. Physical presences, you understand? There are many people out there who are too afraid to show their physical presence, to show their emotions. I hope I can encourage you to do so by watching me and thinking, God, well, if he can come out and say all that fucking nonsense, well then I'm going to come and say what I want to say. And like it or lump it, I will be putting out a lot of nonsense. Not all of it. A lot of it will just be me having fun on the little YouTube editor. I'm loving it. To me, it's like a little a game to keep my mind occupied while I'm not thinking about this shit. You understand? I hear some people whining. Oh, it takes me so long to make a video. Well, don't fucking do it if you don't fucking enjoy it. Yeah. If you ever hear me moaning about making videos, just tell me so in a comment and I will stop making them. Alright, but I really enjoy it. I think it's great fun. And do you know what? If I can in my own crummy little way, I will teach you lot how to make them too. They're not as hard as people would make it out, alright? I was listening to my new friend George GG Wingmaker yesterday, and he's going, I don't know nothing about technology, and I understand, George, man. I didn't know shit. I don't know shit. I'm learning as I go along, and I'd like to help you, bro. All right? Yeah, I know you want. You said you want to make some fucking flashy videos because people might listen. Then, yes, you're right. My highest view count on 2 of my videos are my flashy videos. All right, prove my point. I don't know if I'll get 30 views on this one. But I would still like to just encourage people to try it at least. And Laurie Gale, I love you, lady. Don't ever think that what you've got to say is unimportant or uninteresting, okay? That's for us to decide, right? That's for us to decide, please. Not saying that, I'm not forcing you into sharing now, but just know that I sat here for ages wondering, are my thoughts important enough? Are they clever enough? Is anybody even interested? Well, you don't know until you put it out there. And lady, I'm interested in your thoughts, okay? There's many of you in this little gang. I hate calling it that, even though I love when Jazz says it. I think it's really funny. All right? I love listening to all of your thoughts, even when I thoroughly disagree with some of you, all right? Thoroughly disagree with you. And Laurie, I'm going to have to introduce you in my own little way to George G.G. Wingmaker, who's got a few things to say about people who hunt with guns, all right? That don't make him a bad guy, alright? It doesn't make you a bad person, alright? What he says and how he says it, boy, that makes me think, alright? And I'm going to make a little parody video for the pair of you to try and bring you together, shall we say, alright? Because he says it right at the beginning of the first video I watched of his, we're all going to have to put up with people who believe in the church, the godlies, the holier than thous, and we also have to put up with the fucking goat head, sheep shagging fucking devil worshippers, right? They're both flat earthers, but they're wholly opposed. All right, you and George Gigi may well be 50% opposed on a lot of stuff, all right? But like he says, we are all flat earthers, and it's time to come together, whatever those small differences. Do you understand? Jazz was talking, I think it was Jazz was talking about, a lot of people are still too focused on the looks and the appearance. The young fellow I like, Jamie Brown, he says a lot of but in between that, he says a lot of stuff, and he speaks a lot of sense, all right? And he's young, and he's still nervous about putting his face out here. If he'd have done this, if he'd have started this 10 years from now, he'd be completely different. You understand? And I don't think people are giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's going to be here long after some people are fucking dust. You understand? He is the one that the young people will listen to, because we'll all be old farts. So perhaps we should try and help Jamie now to help the next generation. All right? We all look into our own. Everyone's trying to find a little gang or a group that they fit into. Now, fuck that. All right? We're all just here on the flat earth. We're all flat earthers, and we've all got a fucking problem to sort out, yeah? Let's pull our fingers out and go clean some glasses, eh? Much love to you all. Much peace to you all. And one final thought. A very strange thought. Let's talk about the dome. The dome. Well, what if it's a bell shape? The bell's got contours. Yeah. The bell's got contours. Maybe it's not a dome. Maybe it's a bell. Ding! Okay, so crisp, clear as a bell. Winter morning to you all. I hope you're all well, and I hope you all forgive me my little tantrum. I did promise to share, and I will continue to share. Not always quite like that. That's a small part of me in the familiarity of my home. You understand? I walk down the street shouting at people like that. In fact, I don't shout at anyone like that, except for I have to say. Well, I hope this is recording now. But when my family finally watch this channel, they may not be able to recognise me. Well,
hopefully this will help them to get to know me a little better. A couple of you have reached out to me and I haven't yet reached back, and I apologise for that. I should recognise them, but I still fail to see the warning signs that tell me I'm coming down with my depression. I cannot tell people, not even my lady, how hard it is for me to get up in the mornings. I hate the school run, but it's the school run that gets me up. If there was no school run, I wouldn't get up. I would stay in bed. Someone left a comment saying my bad language might put people off, and that I shouldn't force people into looking into things, because that's what the mainstream do. I'm not demanding anything of any of you. I'm only showing you where I've looked, at the people I've listened to, the people I've watched and listened to. There will be a whole new branch of people coming at some point, possibly soon, who will have no ideas where to go and where to look. And I'd like to be one of those that will help to point people in certain directions for certain subjects. I've got an interest in almost all subjects. There's not many things I don't know a little bit about. I was once called confident, but incompetent. Meaning that I was all front and no trousers. But I think this person said that because this person knew I couldn't bring forth on demand particular answers. The facts, shall we say. I'm not interested in them. In some ways there are almost too many facts to distinguish one from the other. What is fact for one man is false for another lady, and vice versa. For myself, I prefer the middle ground, finding a balance between the two. And like for many people on here, for me, religion is too far on one side of the balance, and science has become too far on the opposite side of the balance. And somewhere we must find the middle ground. Unless anybody has a third way, a new direction, you understand? And perhaps there is, but we ain't got Encyclopedia 2 yet. Do you understand? The 5 missing pages from our encyclopedias will be important in pertaining to Book 2. Almost like a coming soon preview trailer advert. And I think this is the small piece that the elite are missing too. I wonder if they've only just recently realised that there was a piece missing. You understand? Again, maybe wishful thinking, maybe talking out my arse. I do appreciate all your views and your thumbs ups. I lost 4 subscribers and yet I didn't get a thumb down. I don't get it. It's all very bizarre. I just watched Jazz's video this morning. He's got 30 views and no thumbs up. How bizarre. What's going on? Watch poor old Jamie's videos, got 23 views and no thumbs up. I gave him a thumbs up. I like what he had to say, even if it took a while to get there. Anyway, Team Foilat, I'll get back to you soon. Miss Kim, I will get back to you soon. Rory Fizz, I'll get back to you soon. Much love to everybody. Peace and luck, and see you all soon.
Equation and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you can't.
So gematria is almost proof of the single fixed point idea that is Satanism, that is a singular knowledge that can only branch out so far before it collapses back in upon itself, before it hits a brick wall and destroys itself. Gematria is the proof that the English, although it can be used in an nearly infinite number of ways, is a fixed idea. A fixed idea rooted in knowledge. And that knowledge is all that Satanism is. A knowledge that will and can, probably has, destroyed the world and its people before. This is the knowledge I think people need to learn. I think of the Creator not as something that dreamed up the roots and the branches, but something that is branch and root-like. There's no way for it to ever be one. There's no way for it to ever be male or female. Lost it.
And Miss Kim, very quickly, I did try pointing out to you all how observant I am, okay? I spent my whole life in the passenger seat looking out that window while everyone else was focused on the road. Do you understand? I am very observant and I do notice things. And I love you very much, lady. See you soon.